The girl next door. I first noticed her on a rainy Tuesday. The kind that makes the world seem quieter, gentler. She was standing on her balcony, a cup of tea in her hand, watching the raindrops race down the railing. I lived next door for 3 years before I ever spoke to her. And yet in that moment, it felt like I'd known her all my life. Her name was Emma. She had a laugh that could light up the dullest morning and a smile that made you believe, for a fleeting second, that everything in the world might be okay. We started talking because her cat climbed onto my windowsill one morning and refused to leave. She knocked on my door. Her cheeks flushed from embarrassment and the wind. "I think my cat has a crush on your kitchen," she said, laughing. And that was how it all began. From then on, our paths crossed more often. At first, it was casual, greetings in the hallway, sharing packages, the occasional cup of coffee on our shared balcony. But slowly, she became the best part of my day. I learned that she loved old books, especially ones with torn covers and yellowed pages. She loved thunderstorms but was afraid of the dark. She played the piano softly when she thought no one was listening, but I was always listening. One evening, after a long day, I came home to find a note slipped under my door. It was from Emma. "Come up to the rooftop," it said. Confused, I climbed the stairs, and there she was, standing beneath a string of fairy lights, holding 2 mugs of hot cocoa. I figured we've lived next to each other long enough. She smiled. Time to be more than neighbors. From that night on, we were inseparable. We walked through seasons together, the cherry blossoms of spring, summer night markets, the first snow, and the warmth of shared New Year's resolutions. Every moment with her felt like a page in a love story I never knew I was writing. Years passed. Our apartments eventually turned into one. The girl next door became the girl I woke up next to. The girl I danced with in the kitchen. The girl who said yes when I asked her to grow old with me. And even now, when it rains, I sometimes find her on the balcony, tea in hand, watching the drops dance, just like that first Tuesday. Only now, she doesn't stand alone. Once upon a time, in a small coastal town, there lived a young woman named Lily, whose heart always yearned for something more than the quiet life she led. She worked at a quaint little bookstore that overlooked the sparkling ocean. Every day, she would watch the waves crash against the shore, daydreaming about a love so deep, it would sweep her off her feet. One afternoon, as the sun began to set in shades of orange and pink, a young man named Ethan walked into the bookstore. He had recently moved to the town, seeking solace after the loss of a loved one. The moment his eyes met Lily's, time seemed to slow down. He walked over to her with a gentle smile and asked for a book about the stars. As he had always been fascinated by them, Lily handed him a book, and their conversation flowed naturally, as if they had known each other for years. As the days passed, Ethan returned to the bookstore, and they spent hours talking about books, dreams, and the shared longing for something more. With every meeting, their connection grew stronger, and their hearts began to intertwine like the pages of a well-loved novel. One evening, after months of quiet longing, Ethan took Lily to a secluded spot by the cliffs, where the moonlight bathed the ocean in silver. There, amidst the sound of the waves and the whisper of the wind, he confessed his love for her. He told her that since the moment he walked into the bookstore, his heart had never been the same. Lily, with tears in her eyes and a smile on her lips, told him that she had felt the same way. They embraced, as if the world had faded away and there was only the two of them. From that night on, their love blossomed like the flowers in spring, vibrant and full of life. They spent their days exploring the beauty of the town, hand in hand, and their nights gazing at the stars, dreaming of the future they would build together. Their love was like the ocean, deep, constant, and endlessly beautiful. And every day, they knew that they had found something rare and precious in each other. A love that would last for a lifetime. Their love story became a legend in the town, told for generations to come. A tale of two souls who found each other amidst the vastness of the world and created a love that was as timeless as the stars above.